Uh, hey YouTube, it's your twin Luca, and today I'm not really doing any like specific Pokemon focused video. I was supposed to do a tier list at some point and even make like a video essay on a certain Pokemon that I really like, but I want to pause all that to just have a sit down with y'all and talk about the current state of the game. Cause as much as I love this game, I really do. I love the potential it has. The problems this game has are just, it's too much. And I just want to address it. I'm not playing any ranked, even any standard mode. I'm just gonna just play Panic Parade is what I really just wanted to do. And the thing that makes me the most upset about this game is the potential I know it has. It's upsetting knowing what this game could be, but what this game won't be. And I genuinely think that's my main problem with it. 'Cause this game has had so many highs. It's had really high highs. And those highs, I think, mainly come from, people in the competitive scene. And I don't mean deep, and I don't mean just normal deep ranked. I'm talking about 5-stack ranked, tournaments like Underdunk and 100% the UCS. All of that is easily Unite's biggest standpoint and its biggest showing. But essentially everything else about the game has been a flop in some way, shape, or form. And it's really sad to see. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was something that happened this season. And it's what they did with EX Mons. It's Pokemon Day, so we got another legendary, whatever. We can get another legendary. It's not that deep to me. But what does matter to me is the fact that they're allowed back in ranked. EX not being in ranked was the one thing that I was really happy for. And it's gone. And it really upsets me. It really does upset me. Because imagine if we had, even, I'll get to it later, but if we had EX being banned because the Pokemon are too strong, and we had, our pick in ban, our draft, the game would have been basically perfect to me. But that's not what we got. That's not what we got at all. And I'm really upset that that's not what we got, because it felt like it's what we were promised, even though it's not actually what happened. And I could just be, being naive. I really could just could be naive about this, but I know we weren't legitimately promised it by the game, but it's what it felt like. And I felt a little betrayed, even though, we weren't promised that exactly. But it's the simple fact that we had the guise of thinking that maybe we were gonna have not only just EX banned Mons, but the potential to have, what is it? There's 4 EX Mons now, and then we could have had 2 more banned. Just imagine 10 Pokemon banned, and just 4, 2 on each side. So just 8 Pokemon that you can't use, and no team gets any duplicates. The games would have gotten so much more intricate, but we were robbed of that. Because in itself, the what's it called? In itself, the draft mode is also, you know, very flawed. And I want to talk about it just a bit later, but another thing I want to go over is just the base Eevee problem. And how I think it's really negatively affecting the Unite community. So we have 5 evolutions in the game. We've got Sylveon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Umbreon, and Espeon, which are all the 5 Eevees that were added Gen 2 up to Gen 6, with the only ones missing being the original trio of Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, which is fine. I feel like the last 3 Eevees are going to be a pretty big event sometime in the future. But the Eevees that we do have, almost all of them, are very, very strong. With the 2 biggest offenders being Glaceon and the single biggest offender being the defender, Umbreon. Mean Look Umbreon has gotten absolutely no changes since it launched, and it is probably the single most hated base kit move a Pokemon has ever had. It's easily my least favorite move in the game, because it does what only Ultimates have been able to do before. And what I'm talking about is, previously, you would need an Ultimate to lock down a hindrance resistant or even a fully, you know, unstoppable target. And that would be done with Slowbro ult and recently Mimikyu ult, which is fine. Is it annoying? Yes. But does it add an aspect to the game? Also yes. But Mimikyu is that, but slightly nerfed on a 11-second cooldown, which I just think is ridiculous. I don't even think it should be allowed. And the fact that it's skated by without a nerf for what seems like forever now, it's a genuine big problem. And the next problem is who I mentioned before, being Glaceon. They don't know what they're doing with Glaceon. And I'm just willing to admit that out front. Because whenever they do anything to that Pokemon, it's either a quick nerf or a quick buff, and it lasts no more than 5 seconds. And it's kind of frustrating. Because why aren't these Pokemon need changes, and they're just not getting them? Why aren't they getting the changes and nerfs that they need? They've been the forefront of conversation and topic for, honestly, what seems like the past year. And skating by without nerfs for that long, especially needed ones, are crazy. Because they recently buffed Sylveon, who's good, but no better than the other 2. I almost didn't mention Leafeon, who's also a ginormous offender. Leafeon is a huge offender, especially with the fact that in the most recent patch it got buffed. What was rivaling for the strongest evolution got buffed. Is that not crazy to think about? Like, why did it get buffed? There's no reason at all should Leafeon have gotten a buff to its tankiness during its best move. Undisputed best move, too. That's just literally not okay. And it needs to be addressed because it's a pretty genuine problem. And I feel like it's not being addressed enough by, well, it is being addressed enough by the community, but it's not being addressed enough by, you know, Timmy Studios. And they're the people that made another MOBA called Arena of Valor, which is actually a pretty solid MOBA. It's not, you know, as active as it once was, Arena of Valor, but I've played it, and I think it's a really good game. But the fact that they can treat that game so well, but not Pokemon Unite, serves that why this game might just be, you know, a cash grab. And it's fine if it's a cash grab, but having such a strong community backing it is just a little upsetting if it is a cash grab. And that's really just my main problem. From prices to releasing overpowered Pokemon that, you know, releasing overpowered Pokemon that are only available through money, through monetary funds. It's really taken a hit. It's taken a hit to how people view the game and just the game in general. And that's one of the bigger problems with the game, that it really doesn't feel like it can take itself seriously. And I don't mean that as in the game is too goofy when it's trying to be serious. It's that people aren't going to take the game seriously because there's no need to. The game is supposed to be competitive, but it doesn't have that competitive aspect to it that you think it does. Ranked is broken. They don't know what to... They'll go in the right direction at any point and just immediately just, you know, change it up. It's really frustrating knowing that this game that we all love probably won't make it past this niche, and that maybe a lot of content creators are gonna have to move on from the big ones to the small ones, because it seems like after a certain point this game just won't be able to sustain itself. And the people that play this game don't want to see that. We love this game and everything that it, you know, that it's worth. But we can only take this game for what it's worth. And if it's worth a cash grab, then why play it? Because we're looking for a game to build off the fundamental principles of the MOBA genre, while also, you know, staying true to Pokemon itself and to the Pokemon fans. And I'm probably just yapping and, you know, complaining about whatever, but it's a big problem to me, and it really affects how I play this game. It might affect how others play this game. And again, that's a really big problem. If no one can take the game seriously, why should we play it? Sorry, I'm focusing a bit. Gotta lock in. But I hope what I'm saying is at least making some kind of sense. Because what this game could be is not what this game will be if it keeps going in this direction. And we all know what this game could be. It feels like the developers don't have that level of care that they need to maintain a game from the strongest, and, you know, not even just the strongest MOBA that it ever could be, because there's League, but this game could be so much more from the sheer fact that it is of the Pokemon IP. But we will like never know that. The game has so much going for it. The biggest one obviously being the IP that it uses. But the other big thing that it has going for it is... The other big thing that it really has going for it is the fact that the gameplay loop is so enjoyable. And with an enjoyable gameplay loop comes fans of the game. And as fans of the game, we just want to see it for the best it can be. And we don't know what the best is. We know what we could theorize about the best, but the best is so far away from anyone else that it's honestly impossible to tell what it looks like. And again, I'm probably just yapping. I don't have any sort of script for this because I don't really like writing scripts. It doesn't feel as genuine because everything I'm saying is just from the heart right now. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to talk, but it's Jesus fucking Christ, get away from me. Did we lose? God fucking damn it. But the game's problems are just monumental. We were 1 away from winning. Shit, man. We were so close. The game's root problem is pretty obvious, and it's one that I remember way back when I watched a Crashy video about it. God bless his soul. I love Crashy, and I know he's not the most well-liked, but I'm a Crashy enjoyer. The problem is the game's communication, and by communication, I mean its lack thereof. These notes from the developer, these random changes that they make, for the worse, mostly, it's not really ever explained to us. If I go to another MOBA that I like playing, which is Smite, there's almost always, like when there's a big update, there's always a balance patch on the website, like on the official Smite website, and for the bigger patches, they'll literally show off everything on a live stream. Unite has nothing like that. It'll say, here's the balance patches from Twitter, and take us to a website, and the things that they give us are, cool, but we don't have any numbers to them, mostly, and they don't make much sense to us, and we have to figure it out ourselves. And it's this simple fundamental problem that we don't know what's going on or why, that makes the developer and player relationship very rocky. And that's why a lot of people stop playing the game either for a long time or forever and move on to other things. Even if they do love this game and what it could be. It's the fundamental problem that the game really seems like it doesn't know where it's going. Because for what reason are they buffing Leafeon? Like, I'm going to bring up the patch notes on my phone, and I'll try to show them off in editing. But these changes are very, very bad. Some of the changes in this most recent patch were good, but there have been much, much better patches. So let me see. Dragapult nerfed crit chance and nerfed attack speed on Phantom Force. That's fine. The Pokemon was very, very good, and bringing it down just a little bit is okay. I'm fine with that. Even as a Dragapult player, I'm fine with that. Dragonite Hyper Beam nerfed. It wasn't really in the meta, so who cares? X-Scissor nerfed. It's like its only actual move. Stealth Rocks has not been in the meta for like a year. It might not have ever been in the meta, honestly, because If Crush was in the meta, it's because of X-Scissor. Leafeon, basic attack damage buffed. Rocky, but whatever. Honestly. Aerial Ace buffed, no one's still gonna play the move. But it buffed the damage reduction on... where is it? On Solar Blade Plus. Why? Why would you ever do that? Here, they buffed Zacian for some godforsaken reason. So I'll play him. Yeah, Zacian. They buffed his natural attack stat after nerfing it. For whatever reason. They buffed a Sacred Sword after nerfing it. And they buffed a Metal Claw again. What the fuck? Why are they doing this to this EX Mon? It got usable and ranked again, so they just buff it? Yeah, okay. Blissey, Safeguard and Helping Hand, whatever. Trevenant, it got some buffs to Curse, which is cool, and Pain Split. And then Meowscarada. Meowscarada and Pikachu are the odd ones. Because Meowscarada was already doing very, very well. And buffing every move is a little ridiculous. And it's mainly ridiculous because they even buffed the Unite. Like, sure, they only buffed cooldowns, but they buffed Trailblaze, which is a cooldown reset move. And that's going to cause a lot of problems at some point. Hell, it causes problems for me right now. And then Pikachu, Electro Ball, the Execute was buffed. That's kind of cool. Whatever. But Volt Tackle? Why? The move was fine. The move was quite literally perfectly fine. But we're buffing it. Okay. Gyarados, Rattle, well, that's just Magikarp. Rattled was buffed. Who really cares? I don't. And Waterfall, like, it got some cool buffs, but it's not really what I'm here to talk about. Delphox Fire Spin getting buffed was horrible. It's just, there's so many changes in this patch that I don't agree with, and a lot of people don't agree with, because the changes were bad. They were bad changes, and I think that needs to be addressed. Because why did they do that? There's no reason that they should have buffed probably the best performing Eevee at all, and how all the other Eevees went without changes. No changes on the Eevees is probably legitimately a crime. Why? I don't even know why they get these fucking shields. It's really fucking annoying. Oh, I got points though. Hell yeah. What, a snowball? Oh shit, hold on. I'll handle this. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Why did none of the Eevees get changed? Why did they buff Zacian of all Pokemon? And why is it that they think it's okay? It should be a crime that these Pokemon could just go without change, and that some of the best performing Pokemon ever are getting buffs. They don't need these buffs, and that's the issue that we're seeing. And there's a lot more problems, which I think I can talk. I think it'd be a solid time to talk about the ranked draft and how bad it is. Why is it only 1400 up? The draft needs to be just when you hit master. Honestly, it should be forever. Every ranked game. But even if you want to, you know, make it just masters, that's fine. Make it just masters. But masters, everyone has to be 1400. Not even just one player when it like it was for EX. There's a lot of inconsistency, and it's pretty infuriating. Zacian was probably not the best choice for this fucking game mode. It's infuriating because it seems like we're slowly getting to what this game could be, but it's getting squandered away. Holy shit. It's a lot of fucking damage. Maybe I need to go like Garchomp or some shit, because I am not healing enough. This shit is ridiculous. I am getting no sort of healing. Yeah, all the opportunity that we've had for the game that we all wish Pokemon Unite could be is getting, you know, squandered. And I hate it, because this game could be so much more. It really could just be so much more than what it is, but we might not ever get that. And we're never gonna get it because I don't think the developers care enough. And it sucks that the developers don't care enough, because this game is fun. I love this game. I didn't need to do that. The changes to just randomly buffing whoever they fucking feel like, having no substantial nerfs. Like, some of the nerfs were cool, but then we have, you know, let's buff Zacian. Let's buff... who else was it? Zacian. The buffs to Zacian. The buffs to... fuck, I hate the fucking Pokemon. Leafeon, because Plague's top lane as a, you know, a defender. There's so much that this game shouldn't be allowed to get away with that it just does. And I really hate it. And most people hate it. People express how much that they don't like it. Oh shit. Hold on. Where the fuck you going, nigga? Oh, you don't know where you going. Who? Yeah, I'm on that ass now. Oh, we gotta get... because this is just a lot of... I'm not doing any damage. Holy shit. Is anyone doing damage like that? I don't even know. I think it's about to die though. Shit! Yeah, this is my yapping session, and just... I don't even know. It just one-shots. Good lord. Well, good lord. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We are not gonna make it. It spins every time I get there. Yeah, this shit is rigged. Shit might be rigged. Oh, Sableye point. Well, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. I got out the way. Let's go. I don't know what the fuck I died to. But I'm not doing damage like that. Holy shit. But honestly, I'm just gonna play the rest of this and like end the video, because the fuck else is there to do? We're about to lose this, so. Oh shit. Yo, Zapdos is taking mad damage? Honestly. Yeah. Tinkaton got cooked. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about while doing a substantial amount of yapping. So I think this is just where I'm gonna end the video. I went over my problems being, you know, ranked, the lack of communication, their strange choices for buffs and nerfs in this game, and the problems that they refuse to address, and I don't think they will address, and how we'll go so far in one direction, and how we'll never get past what was going to be the peak of the game. So, I mean, if you like me just yapping and not really knowing what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm doing this shit off the top of my fucking head, like and subscribe, you know? I love yapping. And maybe I could get into like Discord calls with other people and yap with them so we could, you know, bounce ideas back and forth. But that's really it for this video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and stay easy, twins.